Nvidia is up another 4%, and today we took out that high and we have closed over 130 bucks, and we're going to talk about why now. I think that the move to 140 is going to happen much quicker than the end of the year. Even that move to 150 is probably going to happen much quicker than the end of the year. And so far, just this month on Nvidia alone, we are currently up $68,000. And you'll notice that today alone on Nvidia, we closed $23,000 in profits. Now, if you want to learn how we set this chart up yesterday, I highly recommend go back, watch that video. It went over how I take a chart with nothing on it and build it from scratch. But for those of you who've coming back from yesterday, we know that price has been compressing because it's making lower highs into our fixed area called the apex of our compression. And we know that overall the trend and the structure of Nvidia is bullish because even though we're making lower highs, price overall is making higher lows. This is indicated by that trend line that I have drawn here. Now, in most cases, we were expecting price to pull back down after rejecting at 128 to a low of 112 or 110. That was where I really planned to start a big position on Nvidia. But things don't always work out to perfection, and price jumped here on Thursday, October 3rd. And we were also covering that there was a lot of unusual options activity on Nvidia for the past week, which leading into the AI event they have this week from Monday to Wednesday, that is a fundamental reason for a potential breakout. Then we see unusual options flow, which is also going to confirm the breakout. And then we see tons of bullish accumulation on the weekly BX trender, which you can see is indicated by lower highs into higher highs. That is showing that there's serious money behind this push. And this is not one of the weaker pushes that we had before. In yesterday's video, we talked about how we had to break over $130. And if the break of $130 occurred, that we were going to have break of structure. Now, the way that you tell structure is just by looking at highs and lows. We have a course that goes over it. It's entirely free. You can learn how to draw these institutional levels within 30 minutes using TradingView. The link will be in the description. But we know that structure here was making lower highs and higher lows. But now that we've taken out this old high, we are now making higher highs. And we know that when price is making higher highs and higher lows, that we are no longer compressing and that we're now expanding. And so that's why I believe that not within the next couple of days, but over the next couple of months, Nvidia will continue to expand up to 140, 150, potentially even highs of $160. And it doesn't mean that it's going to happen in a straight run. In most cases, we will probably see price do something like this, where we pull back, test, take out 140, pull back, take out 148, pull back, take out 160. And what I'm going to look to do is to take my profits at these levels and wait for the retracements. And the way that we focus on this is by watching the pressure on the BX trender on the daily and the weekly. So as of now, pressure's still building. We're making higher highs on the BX trender. So at this point, I would expect this to continue to move to 135 and 140 within the next week or so. If we see lower highs on the BX trender, then we know that the top is in and we can move on.